Hi guys. Do you need it? Okay, go get it. Okay, I had the flu over the weekend, so didn't do any vlogs, didn't go out. Still kind of lightheaded or tired. I don't know what it is, the after effects of the flu. So I was looking forward to Hinman. I said Monday, just so you'd be prepped for it in case they released it a little early. I figured they'd get it done at the start of the week, but it actually came on Tuesday morning, super early. So it's the earliest I've seen news actually come. U.S. news. It came at 5:53 a.m. No, the first report of it that I heard was from Eleanor. I didn't see when the documents were released, but she reported on it. I think because she's an official news reporter or court reporter, she gets the news maybe a few minutes early. I don't know how. So Eleanor is usually a good account to follow. Just if you type in Eleanor XRP Ripple News, she's going to be on it. She's going to appear right there. Come on, guys, let's keep walking a little bit. Come on, Maya. She picked it with the wrong dog. Guess I could fast forward. What's the matter? Eleanor Tabbitt, something like that. Eleanor Babbitt. I don't know. So at 2:53 a.m. Pacific time, 5:53 a.m. Eastern, I'm sleeping like a baby. I think it's gonna come in the afternoon, not at the very start of the day, end of the day. They're gonna release it end of the U.S. trading day, whatever, business day, like 5 Eastern. Nope, comes like 12 hours early. Sure, why not? 11 hours early. I'm asleep. No one pushes over. Zoomer doesn't tweet. Zoomer's like he was anti-Hinman report. He was mad there was a pre-pump anyway. Should have known. Zoomer wouldn't do anything about it. So most people weren't legal experts. They didn't understand what was said in the document, but Eleanor did. And basically, Hinman, the former SEC chair that I mentioned on Friday, this vlog, said, wait a second, because I talked about Ethereum, how they did have an ICO sale, a token sale to raise funds, but because it strengthened the security of the network, the technology, etc., it didn't necessarily make it a security, so it went beyond. So Hinman said he didn't think ETH was a security. But that was basically in the speech, and it was talked about more in his private emails. Oh, sorry. Watch out. There's poop here. Yeah. No, I can't hold it. I'm holding too much stuff. So, so he said the Howey test. The Howey test basically said if a token or share We originally, the Howey test didn't apply to crypto tokens. We just called them shares. So if shares were sold to investors with the promise that they would go up in price as long as the company did well that sold the shares, it was considered a security. If you weren't selling a product versus a product like oranges or corn, the actual corn, or oil, those are commodities. So securities versus commodities. The SEC regulates securities. The CFTC, Commodities Futures Trading Commissions, regulates commodities and futures. I don't know, but like, would they regulate futures trading of securities? Who knows? But so the Howey test originally said, yeah, like it just said, basically it's a security. If it quacks like a security, walks like a security, talks like a security, it's a security. But then Hinman said, maybe not. What? You dropped your unicorn, your princess. Maya, come on. Come on, Maya. I'm your huckleberry. Hey. Hi. So that the former SEC chair is saying maybe not because of E. But he didn't say anything about Ripple, but this actually strengthens Ripple's case a little bit, right? Saying maybe Ripple isn't necessarily a security because they sold all the shares, but in the end they may be. So it doesn't say they're gonna win. It doesn't say they're gonna lose either. So it does a little in Ripple's favor. So we saw a pump, but it took an hour for Hisaka, for the big accounts, and the biggest account for a narration is Hisaka Trades.
Daddy.
Hi. Hisaka can twop $1 or $2 million in XRP. No, it's too sticky. We don't know if snakes are out there. Maya, come on, girl. It's warm now. It's perfect temperature for rattlesnakes and other snakes, lizards. My back's hurting. I have a sore back now. I don't know if it's from the flu. So, again, you had an hour before someone actually narrated it, because there was a huge report. A lot of people are trying to comb through the report. But now Eleanor was already on it. How is she on it so fast? Maybe she probably got it early. You don't know how many snakes are scurrying away as we speak. I think those are just birds, though. So XRP pumped from about 52 cents, 52.5 cents to 56.5. So roughly 7.8%. And then once people realized, hey, this doesn't mean XRP is gonna win. Look at all those lizards. Not sure if I caught them. I switched the camera. Fat alligator lizards. Hi. So they look like alligators. That's why they call them alligator lizards. Come on, Leodor, you're slow enough. So this is what we call a free news trade, or a free trade, because it's taken a lot of people time to comb through it. They're going to realize, hey, maybe it's something that's long, and then they're going to realize it's nothing, so you can short it. But the problem is figuring out where the top is when you short versus long in the start of the news, the bottom. There was a big pre-pump the last few days on XRP, actually the last month, the last 30 days, since Judge Torres ruled the Hinman docs, the internal SEC docs, would be unsealed for the Ripple case, unredacted. Ripple has been chatting from like 41 cents all the way to it hit a high of 56.5 basically. So really impressive pump on Ripple if you rode it the whole way. It's hard to hold along that way. If you're a news trader, you just want to do high leverage as much as possible. There are actually news traders that do spot only. It's great if you have enough in spot, but most beginning or intermediate news traders just use leverage or margin. And a lot of times there's more liquidity on futures. More volume, more traders, because the beginning and intermediate traders are all in futures. So then the advanced traders, even though they have enough for spot, they stay on futures. Like Tree of Alpha, Hook Trades, you'll see them all in the futures books. They don't want to. Hook Trades refuses to be evil-eyed. Sure, a little coward. He's gonna brag about his wins, but not post his leaderboard position. I see how it is. It's a little bit cowardly. So, definitely a big trade. A lot of people were afraid it would be sell the news immediately. No, I figured as soon as the report came out, there would be a pump. Or once people said, hey, the report is out, this is bullish for Ripple, it would pump. And then once people realized it's not that bullish, it helps a little bit, the pump would retrace or dump. So it actually went lower because we had the CPI pump and retrace. Special shout out to Lonely B, who's nailed like 6 trades in a row, -1 where he lost $300 on a stop, but he made almost 30K. He made like 28K or 29K in the last week off 6 or 7 big BTC trades and an optimism short. He did close early. He rarely catches the bottom or top. A lot of times he does catch the bottom or top entry, but on his shorts. But again, he always closes too early. But it's important to have that great entry. If he has the great entry, the only really big loss that he almost took, he didn't take the loss because he didn't close, was when the debt ceiling news came in. He wasn't following the news, and he hates to close in a loss, so he held his short too long. From like, he was plus 13K, and then he was minus 13K or minus, yeah, I think at the peak, and then he ended up making 7K or something on it, but he would have made more if he held the Binance FUD, SEC FUD last week. Hi. So then there was another, so we had the CPI. I didn't read the numbers, forgot, because there was so much going on.
Toilet's not in here.
Oh, okay.
I picked her up when I said I dropped her. But then now,
Yeah, that means you dropped her again. She's gone.
yeah, because I'll swing my foot like this. Watch.
Hi, Maya. Did you lose your ball? So I've had this thing stuck in my foot for who knows how long, maybe a year. It's right there. You can't see it with all the dust. There's like a dark spot. Yeah, you can't see it. It's like right there. Circle.
Let me see.
There. Maybe now you can see it.
Yeah, right a bit.
So there's a little dot right there. Somewhere like there's like a dark dot.
Daddy, can I have
So whatever's in my foot, it's been stuck there for a year. I want to get it out. So I'll have to soak my foot. Hopefully it comes out.
Daddy,
Yeah, it's annoying. What, are you gonna go on the playground?
go on the playground.
Yeah, go ahead. There's Maya over there. She's not gonna play with other dogs. She just really likes balls. Sometimes you have ball dogs, you have dogs that just like to hump dogs, dogs that just like to chase balls and sticks. Dogs like to bark at other dogs. You have all sorts of social interactions among dogs. Okay, so then the other news, so it wicked up to like 26.4 and then down to 25.7. So again, CPI was sort of nothing, just volatility. That's what we want. Volatility is the king of trading. And the best volatility comes around news events, listings. Hi Maya. Hi Maya. Hi. It's sort of the lazy walk. Just because it's the first day at the park, it's hot, it's getting the hot season. I tend to, June through September, I don't really take big walks. I do a few at night when it's cooler, but not during the day. So, bottable news, volatility, which brings me to the other big news, trade. Hi. Smiley, Mr. Smiley. Smiley Capital. Good friend of Zoomers back in the day. But he LARPed. He built up a following through LARPing. Then he lost his following. Best thing to do to build followers, leverage trades, post a bunch of P&Ls. And eventually, he'll do all right. Because you tend not to need a group if you have a high win rate. What's the point, right? Maybe you have clout and you love the clout and the attention, sure. That's good. Or if you have too much money, why not make a group? Or if it makes you a better trader or botter, or like what happened to 3 of Alpha, GCR in the old days, right? And Naughty took trades, sure. They were all there, right? Okay, so the Bottable event, the Binance launch pool, I didn't realize it till later. It came in around 4:40 a.m. Pacific time, 7:45 Eastern time, 1:45 p.m. European time. So basically everyone was up. Australia, that usually stays up late. Sydney, Melbourne. 11:45 p.m. So yeah, the only people that were asleep, most likely U.S. traders. Hey, how you doing? I'm from America. So, but luckily my bot went off, or did it? I have no idea. I gotta ask the guy if it went off. Let's see what's going on at Linguini headquarters, if he bought it for me, if he bought or not. So again, I just forgot about these launch pads or launch pools, because the last one was Sui, I think, on May 4th or May 3rd, a couple days before Sui. Oh, you want me to throw the ball? Oi. Oh, sorry, her head hit my fucking knee. You gotta watch out when I'm throwing from down there. Sorry, girl. Hi. Hi, okay. I'll try to do a better throw. See, she's still too close. You want to keep the distance as much as possible. When they drop the ball, you want to say back, 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 back. He would chase it a little bit, but she's too fast for him. So she's a ball dog, not really interested in much else. She'll like go past dogs and sniff them, but that's about it. He's trying to bite. So the thing is, with ball dogs, they get aggressive and possessive over their balls and toys. Toys too. If they're ball dogs, they're toy dogs. It's rare to have a ball dog without being a toy dog. These dogs are too close. So if you had your bot set up to pull from the WebSocket, either the Tree News WebSocket or whatever, to automatically long BNB on leverage futures, a lot of people buy spot, like Crypto Trader. And Karen, they just mainly buy spot because they have enough in spot. But actually Karen buys both, spot and futures. So this is like $100,000 play. If Karen can get like 30 million in for 3%. No, wait. Like 5 or 10 million at 2%, 2.5%. That's like $100,000 or $200,000 profit potentially. So if you can pump so much in futures and make that 2%, it's worth it because it's a bottable event. Your WebSocket detection is early. A lot of these guys have custom WebSockets, and you can just juice as much as possible on margin if you have freaking $1 million in your futures account. Well, I think the max size is like 5 million for BNB, right? Per account. So you have multiple accounts, sub accounts, multiple sites. So yeah, people like Karen have the potential, and even a Tree of Alpha, but I don't think Tree of Alpha pumps that much into the launch pad or launch pool. So yeah, Karen's usually the top botter. BWE News. So I'll see how much, but pretty sure like minimum 50,000. Pretty sure they made 100 to 150,000. So it's definitely a great play for someone has 7 figures just lying around. Just bought the launch pool. Work on your WebSocket. Go ahead. Remember, money breeds more money, and winning breeds more winning. 2 keys to success: winning, effort. It's about how much energy and effort you put in. I don't like his crouch. Let's see what he does. He can't attack little dogs. Usually it's just big dogs, but now he's more lighthearted. So he's not unfixed. If he was still intact with his balls, then he'd probably attack him. Oh, now he wants to hump. It's funny. He walked away. Okay, so remember, energy, effort, consistency, preparation, the ability to shake off your losses, perseverance is what we call that. And that all breeds winning. So you got to be a winner in life. If you want to make it a little easier, it is a little easier when you win, when you aren't stuck wondering where your next paycheck's going to come from to pay your rent or your electricity or water bill, right? Or your food. In really bad cases around the world, 15% of the world or 20% of the world, they can't even find food on a daily basis consistently. But we have reduced that from like 25% over the last decade or so, 2 decades. Habitat for Humanity and the WHO, the World Health Organization, their vaccinations, and what's the food one? Hunger people. I forgot what the food one is. Brings food. They drop like massive cargo loads. I think they just do that in like war-torn areas where they fly a plane over and drop the parachute of goods, of food. But generally they'll just ship it in if it's not like in Darfur, Sudan. So a trade I noticed, actually someone just signaled me to, was VMPX. I talked about it maybe a month ago when Ordi BRC20s were minting, that VMPX by Jack. Maybe I didn't talk about Jack whatever. He was the creator of Zen, XEN, and so he created a BRC20 called VMPX. It minted out in like 3 hours, but fees were crazy high, but people still made like 6x. I told you about that whale. Paid like $450,000 in fees. He ended up making 5x or something. That's a whale play. Just focus on these whale plays when you have money. It's great, right? But if not, then you do airdrop hunting if you have a little bit of money. You do botting. Good way to build your capital. And finally, you do consulting, kind of either on crypto projects or traders. Just give them advice on how to trade, good tips. A lot of times you have traders that only make it in the bull market and not the bear market, where you have to hedge a lot, or the sideways chop market, which is really hard to trade. So you talk to those traders, or just telling the trader, hey, something's gonna top soon, maybe sell. Like someone said, hey, Miladies are gonna have a blow off top potentially. Why don't you set your sells for 2x? No one said that to me when the floor was like 3.5 ETH or going to 4 ETH. Yeah, I knew they would just keep going up forever, but they would have a sharp correction. We had the correction, speaking of Miladies, from 7.5 ETH, the peak of the Elon tweet, now to 2.7 ETH. Come on, how do we have a 63% correction? It happens. Oh, and USD's freaking even more, like 70% from 15K wick. Now it's like 4,400. It hurts a little bit to give up all my profits on Miladies, but look at this guy. He's barking up the wrong bush. I don't know if he's fixed. A lot of times they don't fix these Frenchies. Hi. That's an older Frenchie. This guy's a younger one. Yeah, he's not fixed. What's the point of fixing? But he's not threatened because he's so small. But he would. Help her give him the time. There might be a fight soon. I'm gonna get out so I don't get my freaking Gucci's. Come on, come on. Gotta move. That's what happens. I told you about those intact dogs with their testicles still. Gotta watch out. See, you cut off a man's balls. What are they? Are they still a man? Technically. If you're a, what do you call gender? I don't know, inner LGBTQ AA plus. Man, I'm not a politician. I don't know this, but you would say no. I mean, yes, they are still a man. You lose your balls, right? Or if you gain balls, are you still a woman? Yes. I hate it. It's all fucking smears. It just pisses me off when it's like a poop, and then I turn it into a smear. So, bloody mess, a poopy mess. It's almost over my shovel. I got to spend a minute cleaning that too. So yeah, this is the park I could spend all day at the dog park picking up poop, especially the wide open, however many acres, 5 acres this park is. We're not going. I'm just walking to the trash can. Okay, so. Yeah, a lot of times it's so great for a trader just to say, hey, set some sells in case we get a pump, set some sells. Because you can just buy back higher. There's no harm in buying back higher. Say, I sold at 6 ETH, and then the price kept on going to like 8 ETH. I'm like, oh shit, I want to buy back a few. I sold 20 at 6 ETH. Let me buy back 10 at 8 ETH, or stupid, whatever. So for 80 ETH, I still made 40 ETH. I got 40 ETH in my pocket from the 6 ETH times 20 Miladies sale. And I have 10 Miladies. So I sold 4 Miladies too low, and I had to buy back higher. So there's no harm in having to buy back higher. But eventually we had that blow off top, and it was triggered by Elon. There wasn't a clearer sign in the world than an Elon tweeting a random meme. He didn't change his profile picture or avatar to a Milady. He just retweeted the Milady meme that said there is no meme, Milady, whatever, or I love you. There is no meme, I love you. That was the meme I was thinking of. Oh yeah, so Jack Denton, something 11, Greater Zen, VMPX. It went up 3.6x this week, 260%, from 4.2 cents all the way to 16.6 cents. Because they're going to bridge the BRC20s back to Ethereum, the first BRC20 that can be bridged to Ethereum or minted on Ethereum and then burned on BRC20. I don't know. So I think for every mint on Ethereum, you have to burn on BRC20, supposedly. So if there's 100 million supply, are they really going to mint 100 million tokens? I think you could mass mint like 100 or 1,000 at a time. So it's not like 100 million NFTs on Ethereum or tokens. And I think they're tokens. They're not NFTs, are they? Got to look into that. Anyway, so the price did run up. It must have been announced or previewed before to have that crazy 3.6x bounce. And it was liquid. It had futures on Gate. So there was a great way to make money if you were following the news. There is always money in news if you have patience. A lot of people think I have to be always in a trade. I have to always catch a trade. If I miss a huge trade like the Ripple news, the Ripple lawsuit will be a huge trade. So be on the court site, whatever it is, your monitoring site for the news to come out. Then you're gonna have to interpret it, because there's not gonna be a headline, Ripple wins the lawsuit, or SEC defeats Ripple. I think Judge Torres is gonna provide the summary judgment, and you're gonna have to come through. Obviously, fast forward to the bottom. If you have AI to read the document, you can pull it sooner. Most likely, you're gonna see a tweet about it first. It might even come from Eleanor Tabbitt first. Eleanor Tabbitt, I don't know. Eleanor Tabbitts, I don't know. So, thanks for everyone watching. Any shout outs? Remember, patience, perseverance, all the good stuff, consistency, effort, energy, all those traits, the drive to be rich, where you don't want to do anything else except be rich. The hustle, which is what Karen has, and a lot of other traders have it, but not as much as certain traders. GCR had a tremendous amount of hustle, working 20-hour days during bull markets, 16-hour days during bear markets, just to develop his bots, because he was still making money off those listings and influencer tweet pump and dumps, botting those and other things, ICOs. He had his hand in basically every corner of the crypto markets GCR was in. So that's basically how GCR built their fortune. Is it a team? Who knows? Is it an individual? Maybe. Is there a head that makes money, like the majority owner of the company? Maybe. Look at all this poop. The thing is, when they mow the lawns here, and then they drive the poop into the ground, but I think that was just dirt. So I'll see you guys later, and remember, you got to be positive if you want to make money. And you are positive through effort, energy, and winning, and always looking on the bright side of things. If you focus on your losses, you're going to be negative Nancy. If you're a winner, if you have like 80% win rate, which is what we want, then you're going to be great. If you're on like 60%, then it's hard to be consistently happy. But if you get up to 80%, if you just hone your methods, be a little more patient, not jump into every trade. But a lot of people like to trade at 60%. They execute a lot of trades, or 55% high frequency traders, or they're just in a lot of trades with tight stop losses. They're consistent. You can make money that way. I've seen traders with 40% win rates. You got a gopher up there, 40% win rates, right? Like someone, what was his name? I forgot the guys. Benjamin Blunt's, or Smart Contractor, where they did the $5,000 to $250,000 challenge. Like, how do they do it with 40% win rate? Well, they do it where they win big. They let the winners run, and they cut losers early, even though they lose a lot, get stopped out a lot. The winners stay, and it's able to offset the losses and stops tremendously. Okay, see you guys later. See you on the other side, which is the internet, in the comments section. Thanks a lot for the comments. Jamie Foundation, Bun Fun, the usual suspects, Sentinel. If there's new comments, I gotta start mentioning you and tagging you.